Hey everyone, my name's Kurt, and we're going to go through how I installed all these applications on this Ubuntu 24.04 LTS version. So here you can see Firefox comes default, then I installed Chrome, Edge, that's been there. Visual Studio, App Center, we don't have to worry about. Settings, don't have to worry about. This is the text editor that comes with it. LibreOffice. Now, some of the stuff you can install when you're installing Ubuntu or any other flavor of desktop Linux. You can install that during the timed installation, but I didn't want to do that. This is terminal with Ubuntu. Audacity, and I needed to install. Kdenlive, I needed to install. OBS or Plywood OBS Studio needed to install, which I'm using right now. VLC, you need to install. Drawer.io. Man, wait till the end of the video that. I'm telling you, this was so annoying that it would annoy a hemorrhoid to try to install this Drawer.io. I just should have went with the package in the App Center and it would have been over in seconds. Zenmap, Wireshark. So also, let me quickly show you what I'm running my PC on, or what components in my PC. You'll see it pop up again. I'll repeat myself plenty of times throughout the video. You'll be like, didn't you say that in the beginning? And yeah, I did. So let's go here to Neo Fetch and hit the magic enter button. And basically you can see what I'm running here is an older version of AMD CPU, video card, and how much RAM I have. Now let's take a look at the hard drives. On the hard drives that I have, HD, that's what I want. RAM, dash I, what's a DEV? SDA. So I have two hard drives, SDA and SDA and an SDB. Windows might be considered C drive, D drive, Z drive. But in my case, this is my C drive, which is SDA. So we can hit the enter button here. It's going to ask for our password. So we get into the root, and I typed that wrong. And now we're going to look at it. So we scroll up here a little bit and see here we have basically the Barracuda, 2 terabyte Barracuda. I think they run at 7,200 RPMs. Still slow as shit, but what are you going to do? You'll see. You'll see how painfully slow this is when I install the memory. This is probably this hardware problems on my PC. You probably have much better results. I do have a lot of stuff installed on a laptop that is dual booted with Windows 11 and Ubuntu, and I really have no problems installing the stuff on that one. It's just, this is my desktop, and I use this more because it's bigger. And I have 2 hard drives, and which I'll show you here in a second. We're going to go back to we'll go here to open that, our Explorer, which can be done right down here. And we'll go to other locations, and here you can see my file share stuff. And this is the hard drive that we're on here. And this is my second hard drive that is actually running Ubuntu Mate, or some people like to call, you can download Linux Mint, but Ubuntu has a desktop called Mate, which mimics Linux Mint. Yeah, I'll show you that in this video here as it comes up. So there you have it. All you people who want to switch over from Windows, this is this basic setup. There's no gaming on this. I don't do any gaming. I don't know why. I just don't do gaming, and basically Linux is not really good for gaming. I don't care what to see on the boob tubes over there and all that stuff. It's really not that good for gaming, a lot of stuff. And I'm probably going to get comments down below, but my opinion. So let's continue on and start to install these various applications, and you can see some of the pain that I go through on this particular system due to its age and configuration. This is a hand-me-down for my youngest son that he just threw together because he felt sore for me because I didn't have a desktop PC. So with that, let's just continue on with installing all the stuff, and you can see the problems that pop up. So let's go ahead and going to upgrade or make sure our system's up to date, but I'm not going to be using this. I'm going to be using the terminal to do or to confirm whether or not my system is updated with the latest OS and OS applications and stuff like that. So let's go ahead with that. So we're going to go ahead and right click on this or click this circle thingy, and we're going to click on terminal. If you have a lot of crap up there, you can just type in term or terminal and it'll pop right up. Let's get rid of this for a second. Let's bring this down here so we can see it. Let's increase it. All right. So we're going to type sudo app update and hit the enter button. It's going to ask us for our password. So we're going to put that in, and now it's working and it's doing something. And we're going to wait. All right. So here it says 119 packages can be upgraded. If you want to see what's going to be upgraded, you can just copy that over there and hit enter, and give you the old crappy stuff here. So you're just going to put Python. We already have Python on it. It's automatically installed when you install Ubuntu. So to do that, we're just going to do sudo again. We're going to type the magic word abs, and then we're going to type upgrade. We're going to hit the tab key. Now here you can type -y, and what -y does, it won't prompt you if you want to install or not, but I'm going to remove it, and now it's going to prompt me. If I had the -y, it wouldn't prompt. So I'm just going to type the Y and hit the magic word keyboard, enter, and it aborted. Why did it abort? Let's try it again. All right. Y. Well, that's better. And we wait. We wait. All right, let me speed this up. So as we wait for this to upgrade or to update all the packages on the operating system, if you're new to Linux, it's quite a powerful operating system here. Ubuntu has been around for who knows how long. If you look at some of my older videos, I've been using it on and off since, I guess, what, 2014. So I do use it. I also use the Ubuntu server a few times. So it's a quite impressive operating system. It's quite stable. The LTS being long term, gives you security updates for a few years, and then there's some pro thing that lasts 8 or 9 years. But I tried a few flavors of the Ubuntu. There's a bunch of flavors that you can download and mess around with. You see how slow my PC is. It's not allowing me to click here because this is taking up the resources. There we go. Yeah, we'll accept it all. So we go here to products and we hit the desktop, and then we go to flavors. And here's a whole crap load of Ubuntu desktop images you can install or try if you want to. Education. I tried Kubuntu on this particular PC that you have here in front of you. kind of flaky for me. It's probably more hardware related than anything. Then you have this Ubuntu, Budgie, Cinnamon. This is, I guess, a Chinese version of Ubuntu. Mate, Linux Mint, or Mate, which has the Mate desktop. I have this on my other partition, so if I would reboot this, I can boot into this. This is looks more of a Windows thingy. It's okay. And then the Studio, it's got all the graphic arts crap and video editing, sound editing. Ubuntu Unity, whatever. This is a very light, minimalist desktop. But we're installing the standard Ubuntu. Just the non-flavor one here. Go back to products, hit the Magic Desktop, and this is the one we are downloading, or we installed, or I installed, and now I'm upgrading or updating the operating system. Just taking some time. So with that, we'll go back to speeding it up. Oh my. What did that take, like 14 minutes? Well, I did install a couple things on this Ubuntu fresh install. I installed something called Neo Fetch. And basically, it's you want to install that yourself. Sudo app and install Neo BTCH, and -y, but it's already installed. These are installed. Now, I took 14 minutes or maybe 15 minutes to install that upgrade here. And did it ask me to reboot? No, doesn't look that way. But anyway, I used to have Windows 10 on this OS running to desktop at the same time. And when I used to go into the Windows 10 partition, to be perfectly honest, it was more fun sticking a fork in my eye than waiting for that to boot up. And you can see I'm running a an older system here. But it works fine. I don't game on this and don't really need Windows because I don't game. But here it is asking me to restart. So let me go ahead and restart my system, and then we come back and do some more installs. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we're back. This has been rebooted. Now, one thing I want to do before I install more packages is I want to move this panel or bar, whatever you want to call it, down here, and also want to change the background. So to do that, we're just going to go into our little circle thingy down here, and we're going to look for settings. We'll just type in settings. Now, another way we can do it, you can just right mouse click and hit the display settings. Either way works. So the first thing we want to do is go here to position on the screen because it's here 11. It's on the left. We want to put it down. I like to have it down at the bottom. Now move it to the bottom, but I don't like this panel or bar, whatever they call this bar going across. Then we're going to go hit this panel mode, and we're going to do like that. Then if we want to, we can increase the fonts here. We can decrease them. We can uber big, whatever, however you want to do it. For now, we'll keep it over here. And that is done. Now, if you want to pin an application to this panel here, you can right mouse click on it and pin the dash. And right mouse click on it and pin the dash. This is that plywood, what OBS Studio is what I'm using to record my screen right now. It's one of the things I installed before I did this. So now we have the panel where I want it. We can decrease this down a little bit here. Here's got, I guess, the applicable setting right there, that little bar thing there. So we'll keep it there for now. Now, the next thing is we wanted to change our background, but here, this is my current monitor setup. So I see I'm running dual monitors on top of each other. That's why sometimes in the video you see my head pop up because I'm looking at the top monitor. So this is where I have here. This is a widescreen, 34-inch, 32-inch. You can see it all right there. And now, and of course, you can move these around to wherever you want. I want my right there. So now we want to change this background, and we're going to go here to appearance, and then I'm just going to go to add a picture, and I'm going to look for my picture, and that's the one I want. And I'm going to hit open, and then I'm just going to click on it, and bam, there it is. Abandon all hope. Once you realize that's true, no more worries in your life. All right, so let's move on to adding a couple other programs on here. For here, I'm going to add a text editor to my bar here. Now I'm going to go to terminal again. I'm going to hit this square thingy. Now, the cool thing about it is you can move this stuff here. You should be able to move it, right? Yeah. If I can move that. So we're going to go back to terminal again. So we're going to hit that magic circle thingy and type terminal. And then we're also going to pin that to our dash here. Bring this sucker down and let's expand it a bit. So we're going to install restricted extras. That's all like codecs and stuff like that. And that's done again via the app command. Now see, I hit the tab key. You can fill out partial of the word and hit the tab key. Now here, so bracket to install right away. And then we're going to do Ubuntu unrestricted or restricted extras. And hit the magic enter button. Type in your bloody password again. It's not two-factor. And now let's hit Y. Doesn't be uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. And we watch it install stuff again. This one should be a little faster. End user agreement. Use your keyboard, hit the tab key, select OK. You can read it if you want to. Hit enter. In order to install this package, you must accept the license terms for true type fonts. So do we accept it? What the hell? So now we're done. Now let's go ahead and install some programs here. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut that down. See, it's right here now. So I can just hit the click on that and bam. Click on that and bam. See that one more time. So let's go to our App Center, Software Center. Click on that. Bring that up over here. Let's see if we can install GIMP. I'm not going to install GIMP. I want to install a video editor called Kdenlive. There's a few other ones. I'm going to install this one here. And it's 20. This is really not the latest one. I'm sure we go to Kdenlive webpage. It's probably something. So, shoot, it might be something newer. But Ubuntu here, LTS is a stable. Well, at least they tell us that it's a very stable platform. So they don't run the latest and greatest of all the applications that you can install in Linux. You want something like that, you either go up to their 2410, the one gets released every 9 months or a year, or go to like Fedora. Fedora usually is on the bleeding edge of everything. So here we're just going to hit the magic install button. And of course, it's asking for a bloody password again. All right, so that's done. Now also, you want to install VLC. All right, you just type that in there. And since I already installed it, your VLC, photo and video player. And then you want to install the screen capture. Matter of fact, there's another one. Let's see, they have it here. Simple. This one here. Oh, that's the unofficial. No. Yeah, this one here. This is pretty good, but you have to make sure you're in X11 desktop environment and not in the Wayland. I'm in Wayland, so this is not going to work. When you log back out, you can log back out, and when you hit enter for your username, down on the bottom right, there'll be some cog. You can click on it, and you'll have an option to select Ubuntu or X11. And you just click them. It's the same thing. It's just a different type of video environment that this prefers X11. But this is a good little simple screen recorder. I've used it plenty of times before. And then you want to install your plywood or whatever's it called, OBS, which I'm using here right now, is this one right here. You can see it's already installed, and that's the version. I'm sure we go to OBS, it might be a later version than this. Now, you might have heard of other ways to install the latest and greatest applications on Ubuntu, since LTS doesn't really have the latest and greatest. You can do App Image. Usually has the latest and greatest you can install, and another one called Flatjack, Flatpak, Flatchest, whatever it's called, and that allow you to install the latest versions of the various applications that you might want to install, assuming there are ones that are later than the ones that you installing now. So now we want to install, let's look at Audacity. So what version is this? This is 3.1.3. Now that is relatively old. So we'll go to the Firefox, which is default. That's automatically installed with Ubuntu. And let's search for Audacity. And we'll go here. Now I see that 3.6 is out. We could download it here, but we're going to go to terminal. I'm going to bring this down here. And we're going to do this. We're going to do sudo apt search. Let's see what pulls up. Well, how many things does pull up? So they're going to install 3.4.2. So it's a little 2 revisions behind than what you can download from the website. So you can download this, or you can install it through the app manager and not through the GUI interface. So here it has it here. That's 3.2, but that's still not the latest. So I'm going to bump this up here. I'm going to do sudo app install. Oh, I see what's wrong. There we go. App install. Now see, we hit the tab key. You see how many you can install here. Let's just do this one. Now we're going to do -Y and let it rip. There we go. So now we see it's done. So now we're going to go to our circle thingy and see we have it here. There it is. New window. All right, there we have it. So again, let's go ahead, right mouse click, pin to dash. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. All right, so let's go attempt to start up Kdenlive. Kdenlive. Let's see how long this takes to start up. Yeah, might be time to get a fork. Yeah. Yeah, because I want to pin it down to the dash here. Might be time for a new PC. It's not the applications. It's most likely my beloved PC here. Let's try again one more time. Let's go ahead and continue. Made by KDE. I'm going to have to reboot to get this thing started. All right, you can see it's the next day. I did reboot my PC, and yes, Kdenlive does work after the reboot. So let's go ahead and watch it open up. It's almost painful as taking an Atkins dump in the water closet. But I have to admit, this is a hand-me-down PC for my youngest son, who just threw stuff together a couple years ago and said, "Here, there's the PC for you." So there we go. It's working. So now we can go here and hit the magic pin to dash. And it's pinned to dash. So now we're going to exit out of here. Now let's go back to our App Center. We're going to install an Office program called Libre. Right here. Now, a lot of people think LibreOffice is kind of bloated, and it is very slow to start up, even on a well-tuned PC. So let's go ahead and hit the magic install button and put in our username again, password, and watch the circle thingy go around. Well, it's going relatively fast. Not bad. Pay attention. Always pay attention up here and see how long it takes to install stuff. Let's see what is the... After this finish installing, let's see what the latest is. All right, so there it is. So you can open from here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to our circle thingy, show apps. And it's right here, but you always can type in LIB. You get a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what happens when you type in Office. Oh, okay. So we want to open that up. There it is. And now we have all the stuff. So let's pin this to our panel here. Now we have the ability to go to writer. Oh, well, okay. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's a good, solid Office program if you're not sitting. All right, so we'll see what we got installed here. So we have Firefox came to default. This is our Explorer if you're coming from Windows. All right. Then we have our App Center. You can search for somewhat current programs. So there's a whole lot in here. All right. And sometimes you'll see a 1 or 2 circle green with a white number in it. That means you have to go ahead and update. You go up here and you update. You can check for updates. Nothing really updating. So you can click these and see what they have. Let me see if they have something cool. Okay, we're going to stop right here. And in our second part of this video of installing applications on a newly fresh installed Ubuntu 24.04 long-term or LTS, we're going to start with installing browsers, and then from there we'll install some tweaks and a couple other applications and finish up this 2-part series here. So in part 2, we'll start with installing browsers. So have yourself a healthy and wonderful day until part 2.